I was just, I think, too scared.
Number 30. Kevin Hart and Eniko Parrish. This scandal began in 2017 when the comedian was allegedly spotted with another woman in Las Vegas.
That's probably the lowest moment of my life because I know what I was responsible for.
His wife, Eniko Parrish, was 8 months pregnant with their first child. Hart denied the allegations initially, but was forced to make a public statement after an attempted blackmailing.
I made a bad error in judgment and put myself in an environment where only bad things can happen, and they did.
Hart had been secretly recorded during his one-night affair, and an email to Hart threatened to release the footage if he didn't pay up. Hart's longtime friend, Todd Jackson, was later arrested for the attempted extortion, though the charges have since been dropped due to lack of evidence. Despite the shocking scandal, Parrish and Hart have remained together. Number 29. David Letterman and Regina Lasko. If there's a way to handle a cheating scandal and attempted blackmail with class and dignity, David Letterman probably came the closest.
I have a little story that I would like to tell you and the home viewers as well. Do you feel like a story?
In 2009, Letterman received a package containing evidence of his extramarital affairs with female staff on The Late Show, along with a demand for $2 million. After secretly recording meetings and handing over a fake check, Letterman was able to expose his would-be blackmailer, CBS News producer Joe Halderman.
I'm not sure how crazy this guy is or how dangerous he might be.
On the day Halderman was arrested for grand larceny, Letterman spoke candidly on The Late Show about what had happened. The news came as a shock to fans, but his honesty and humor saved his reputation from sure destruction.
It's been a very bizarre experience. I feel like I need to protect these people. I need to certainly protect my family. I need to protect myself, hope to protect my job, and the friends, everybody that has been very supportive through this.
Number 28. Jason Aldean and Jessica Ussery. When this country singer was first spotted with his second wife, he was still married to the first one.
My wife and I decided we wanted to, build a house and started looking for a little piece of land. And
Aldean had been married to Jessica Ussery for over 10 years when photos emerged of Aldean kissing cheerleader and former American Idol contestant Brittany Kerr in 2012. Both Aldean and Kerr acknowledged the scandal with a public statement, with Kerr calling it a, quote, lapse in judgment. Ussery filed for divorce in 2013, and Aldean and Kerr announced their engagement just 1 year later. Both have expressed regret over the way their relationship began, but they still seem quite happy together over 10 years after the scandal. Number 27. Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel. From Britney to Cameron to Jessica, cheating rumors seem to follow this musician in every relationship.
People were kind of, bent out of shape about this.
Britney Spears officially confirmed his infidelity in her 2023 memoir, but based on photos that emerged in 2019, many fans already suspected his two-timing ways. Despite being married to Jessica Biel, Timberlake was photographed getting a little too comfortable with his Palmer co-star Alicia Wainwright. Their hand-holding and thigh-touching, though not outright cheating, definitely seemed like it crossed a line. Timberlake later apologized for his, quote, lapse in judgment, but denied anything further happened. After Britney's bombshell revelations, fans have drawn their own conclusions about Timberlake's relationship habits.
Just that person who, is a judge-free zone and will just listen and encourage you to, all right, get up and do it again tomorrow. You got this. That kind of feeling it's priceless.
Number 26. Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman. After seeing Thurman's performance in Kill Bill, you probably wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
These are not for sale.
I didn't say sell me. I said give me.
Luckily for Ethan Hawke, he managed to survive infidelity rumors and his subsequent divorce from Thurman without bloodshed. Though not officially confirmed, many believe the divorce was driven by Hawke's extramarital affair with their nanny, Ryan Shaw Hughes. Hawke denies cheating during his marriage to Thurman, though he has some interesting opinions on cheating as a concept.
People have such a childish view of monogamy and fidelity. He's cheated, so he's bad. She's cheated, so she's bad. as opposed to a recognition that our species is not monogamous.
With the belief that humans aren't naturally monogamous, he thinks people often overreact to infidelity. Even so, he would take marriage vows once more in 2008 when he wed his alleged affair partner. Number 25. Katharine McPhee and Nick Kokos. This actress and former American Idol contestant made headlines in 2013 when she was spotted kissing her Smash director Michael Morris.
Every day is so wonderful.
At the time, McPhee had been married to her spouse Nick Kokos for 5 years. Her affair partner, incidentally, was also married. Although Morris's marriage managed to withstand the scandal, McPhee's did not. She and Kokos split shortly after the affair came to light and filed for divorce less than a year later. McPhee has stated she doesn't regret the affair and sees it as a valuable life lesson for her. In 2019, she married record producer David Foster, with whom she has a son.
He can be intimidating when he really needs to be for his work, but he's really lovely.
But she's an amazing singer, as you well know.
Number 24. Kenneth Branagh and Emma Thompson. These two British acting legends seemed like a perfect match when they married in 1989, with off-screen chemistry to rival the most romantic of films.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you. Is not that strange?
As strange as the thing I know not.
In 1994, when Branagh began working with Helena Bonham Carter in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, rumors of infidelity began circulating.
You promised to abandon this work for good. Your promises don't mean anything.
Elizabeth!
I have to leave this house.
What are you saying? Where will you go?
I don't know, somewhere I can recover.
Branagh and Thompson divorced a year later, but didn't cite cheating as the reason for the split. Thompson confirmed the rumor years later, opening up about how she had been blindsided by the affair and felt, quote, like broken dishes after the split. Learning about this challenging period in Thompson's personal life makes her phenomenal performance in Love Actually all the more powerful.
Don't give yourself away.
Number 23. Billy Bob Thornton and Laura Dern. There's Getting Ghosted, and then there's this. It was the 90s, and Billy Bob Thornton and Laura Dern had been dating for 3 years after meeting on the set of Ellen.
Ellen, did you see they're having a special on melons?
They were engaged to be married in 2000 when Dern left home to film a new movie. While she was away, her fiancé became a husband. Without her, Thornton eloped with Angelina Jolie, who he had met the year prior on the set of Pushing Tin.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna shoot.
Jolie became Thornton's 5th wife, and it seems Dern dodged a bullet. The spontaneous marriage lasted just 2 years, despite matching blood vial necklaces that totally screamed eternal love. Number 22. Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis. This celebrity power couple ended their engagement in 2020 after 9 years and 2 children together.
Where is she?
Where's who?
Where's Ellen?
Shortly after their split, Olivia Wilde was spotted holding hands with Harry Styles, whom she had recently directed in Don't Worry Darling. This led to speculation that Styles had been the reason for the split and that there might have been overlap between the two relationships. Wilde vehemently denies these rumors, stating that her relationship with Sudeikis had long been over by the time she began dating Styles. Others, including Wilde and Sudeikis' nanny, offer a different version of events, saying that romance on the Don't Worry Darling set ultimately ended the relationship for good.
What? I love you so much, Alice.
Number 21. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner. Even though they made a beautiful couple, the 10-year marriage between these two actors wasn't as perfect as it looked on the surface.
I wish you could see me tonight.
Shortly after they announced their divorce, it came to light that Affleck had pursued a relationship with the nanny to his and Garner's 3 children. Though fans were shocked, Garner, it appeared, was not. She didn't deny the affair had occurred, as Affleck had, but rather stated it wasn't the ultimate reason for their separation. In fact, the pair had split before Garner even found out about the nanny. Their breakup was about his other affairs, plus his partying and gambling habits.
We grew apart. We had a marriage that didn't work. This happens.
Number 20. Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix. Reality stars Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix are both well known as stars of Vanderpump Rules.
I think I have a nice name for my art piece.
What is it?
I call it Overcoming the Obstacle.
After splitting from his ex-girlfriend and former co-star Kristen Dowdy in 2014, Sandoval officially began dating Maddox. The two remained together for 9 years in a seemingly loving relationship until cheating allegations surfaced in 2023.
It's just crazy how big this story has gotten for who I am.
Apparently, Maddox discovered Sandoval's infidelity when she found inappropriate content involving Vanderpump Rules co-star Raquel Leviss on his phone. In the aftermath of the scandal, Sandoval first issued a statement in which he seemed to acknowledge the affair but failed to apologize to Maddox. Although a public plea came days later, it seemed the damage was already done.
You want anything?
For you to die.
Number 19. Eva Longoria and Tony Parker. In 2007, Desperate Housewives star Eva Longoria got hitched to professional basketball player Tony Parker.
Parker. Ginobili for the win. No, won't go. Parker, one more shot. That's good.
This was Longoria's second marriage, and all seemed to be going well between the couple. However, just 3 years later, the actress filed for divorce after stumbling upon illicit text messages between Parker and another woman. While there was no official confirmation from the parties involved, the woman in question was reported to be Erin Berry, the wife of one of Parker's San Antonio Spurs teammates. Needless to say, the discovery of these messages broke the trust between the two and led to the immediate dissolution of their marriage.
It was disappointing because I had such an identity in being Mrs. Parker and being a wife. And so when that's taken away from you, you go, who am I? And it was hard.
Longoria has since been married to Mexican businessman Jose Antonio Baston. Number 18. Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher. When it comes to Hollywood, love triangles are a dime a dozen, but only few can grab the nation's attention quite like that of Eddie Fisher, Debbie Reynolds, and Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth and I were good friends when we were 17, 18, 19, 20, blah, 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 and then of course our lives changed because my husband became her husband.
Reynolds and Taylor had been friends since their teenage years, having met each other on the MGM studio lot. After her husband, Mike Todd, lost his life in a plane crash, Fisher began spending time with Taylor and seemingly fell in love with her.
Can I help you with anything? Housework?
You can put that coat back on.
Why?
The next year, he left Reynolds and their 2 children and quickly tied the knot with Taylor. The scandal became an instant media sensation and affected all of their careers. Reynolds herself once compared the highly publicized triangle to that of Brad, Jennifer, and Angelina.
Carrie was talking to me one day. She said, the mother is sort of like Brad and Angelina Jolie and Jennifer Aniston today. You and Eddie and Elizabeth, it was sort of the similar story.
More on that later. Number 17. Ned and Ariel Fulmer. After attaining fame at BuzzFeed, the Try Guys, made up of Ned Fulmer, Keith Habersberger, Eugene Lee Yang, and Zach Kornfeld, branched out on their own in 2018.
What's really cool about this channel is that we're experimenting a lot.
A lot of surprises that the audience is not going to expect.
Over 1 million subscribers! Oh my god! Open it, yes, you can open it.
Just like most other popular groups, the Try Guys became known and loved for their individual personas. Over the years, Fulmer branded himself as a wife guy, frequently gushing over his marriage to his partner Ariel and their 2 children.
It's Ned from the Try Guys.
And I'm Ariel.
Welcome to the Fulmer family household.
So you can imagine everyone's surprise when it was revealed in September 2022 that he had been involved in an extramarital affair with Alexandria Herring, a producer on their show. The ensuing scandal resulted in Fulmer's removal from the group, although the couple remained together after reportedly working things out.
By now, we're assuming you've seen the Reddit threads and TikToks and tweets and news articles.
Number 16. Jude Law and Sienna Miller. British-American actress Sienna Miller first rose to prominence with her roles in the 2004 films Layer Cake and Alfie.
You're English. I love English. What's your name?
Alfie.
While on the set of the latter, Miller struck up a relationship with her co-star Jude Law, and the two got engaged on Christmas Day that year. It didn't take long for things to turn sour. Less than a year later, Law admitted to cheating on Miller with the nanny of his children from his previous marriage.
It was an interesting thing to put myself back into
a situation that did feel somewhat familiar and to respond in a very different way to that. Maybe reclaiming something, but there is a sense of catharsis.
Although the couple tried working things out initially, they eventually went their separate ways. After going through the harrowing experience of being cheated on, Miller herself soon became the other woman in an affair with actor Balthazar Getty, who was married at the time. Number 15. Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale. Music stars Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale seemed like the perfect couple. The two were both lead vocalists for their respective rock bands, No Doubt and Bush, when they first met in 1995.
Don't let the days go by.
After dating on and off for a few years, they tied the knot in 2002, kicking off a 13-year marriage that produced 3 boys. When it came to light that Rossdale had engaged in a 3-year affair with their nanny, however, everything changed. Stefani filed for divorce from the Bush frontman due to irreconcilable differences, which was finalized in 2016.
You've gone through a lot.
I have gone through a lot, but I feel like you have to be grateful for that, because if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't have this, and it's like you have to be grateful for all of it.
She soon hitched her wagon to country musician and fellow The Voice coach Blake Shelton. The two have released multiple collaborations and eventually got married in 2021. Number 14. Will and Jada Pinkett Smith. The relationship between Hollywood power couple Will and Jada Pinkett Smith is admittedly quite complicated.
The ability to work through issues.
Yeah.
I've never met another person that I connect with in conversation more.
Even before they got married in 1997, the two had been in the public eye. They eventually welcomed 2 children, Jaden and Willow, who have also become superstars themselves. In 2020, the Smiths spurred controversy when rapper August Alsina revealed that he and Jada had an affair, with Will's blessing.
I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, you know, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her.
Although her team initially denied the claims, Jada later appeared on her web show, Red Table Talk, alongside Will, where she admitted to being in an entanglement with Alsina.
What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good.
Mm-hmm.
It had been so long since I felt good.
However, as the couple claimed to have been separated amicably at the time of the affair, they reportedly do not consider it a case of infidelity. Number 13. King Charles and Princess Diana. Following their highly publicized royal wedding, then Prince Charles and Princess Diana's marriage began to fall apart due to Charles's affair with Camilla Parker Bowles.
At the time of the marriage, I think Charles was not seeing Camilla, but Diana was convinced he was. And then her worst fears came true.
Although they had secretly carried on the illicit relationship throughout his marriage, it only came to light in 1992 when an intimate phone call between the two was leaked to the press. Charles and Diana separated that same year, with the former later confirming his affair in a 1994 interview.
It was compulsive viewing for more than 22 million captivated royal subjects.
Do you think Mrs. Parker Bowles was a factor in the breakdown of your marriage?
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
Diana also had a fling with British Major James Hewitt during their marriage. The scandal resulted in the couple's divorce in 1996 and significantly damaged the reputation of the British monarchy. Charles eventually got married to Camilla in 2005 and became king in September of 2022. Number 12. Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson. When their hit fantasy film Twilight premiered in 2008, fans were immediately obsessed with actors Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson.
I know what you are.
Say it. Out loud. Say it.
Their on-screen chemistry seemed to have bled into real life, as the two reportedly began dating that year. Their relationship waxed stronger until 2012, when Stewart was photographed getting intimate with Snow White and the Huntsman director Rupert Sanders.
The snapshots apparently show 22-year-old Kristen Stewart stepping out on her on- and off-screen beau, Robert Pattinson, with her Snow White and the Huntsman director Rupert Sanders.
The sensational pictures were splashed all over the tabloid press, resulting in Stewart and Sanders issuing public apologies to their respective partners. In the aftermath, Pattinson seemingly called the relationship quits and moved out of their shared home.
It's a different thing. You get into it to do movies. I mean, I've never been interested in trying to sell my personal life, and that's really the only reason people bring it up.
Although the couple briefly reconciled that year, they eventually parted ways for good. Number 11, Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. The love triangle of Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston, and Angelina Jolie became one of the most sensationalized tabloid narratives of the 2000s.
Maybe it's not, maybe two people, the nature of two people is not meant to be with each other forever.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what I was talking about.
Okay.
After a 2-year whirlwind romance, Pitt and Aniston had a private Malibu wedding in July of 2000. Things seemed to be going great until the couple stunned the world by announcing their separation and divorce barely 5 years later.
The media won't move on, so it's sort of hard when and energetically you have all of that coming at you, and you've moved on, and you're sort of just want to say, come on, people, turn a page.
The high-profile split was made even more scandalous by Pitt's almost immediate involvement with Angelina Jolie. This led many to speculate that Pitt engaged in an affair with Jolie after working together on the 2005 blockbuster Mr. and Mrs. Smith. The two eventually tied the knot in 2014, only to also file for divorce just 2 years later.
We are and forever will be a family, and so that is how I'm coping. I'm coping with finding a way through to make sure that this somehow makes us stronger and closer.
Number 10, Adam Levine and Beate Prinsloo. Levine has been married to Beate Prinsloo since 2014, but in 2022, a cheating allegation emerged. A TikTok personality named Sumner Stroh claimed that she and the Maroon 5 frontman had been hooking up for about a year.
Maroon 5 is practically elevator music at this point, so I'm sure you know who Adam Levine is. But Adam and I were seeing each other for about a year.
She also said that he asked her if he could name his child, ergo Prinsloo's child, after her. That's pretty hard to stomach if true. Levine has denied that he had any physical relations with Stroh, but it was still pretty shocking news.
I used poor judgment in speaking with anyone other than my wife in any kind of flirtatious manner. I did not have an affair. Nevertheless, I crossed the line during a regrettable period in my life.
It wasn't long before more women alleged that he had sent them inappropriate communications. The singer often features his wife and family in his videos, so the scandal was definitely a mask-off moment. Number 9, Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore. Cheating on anyone is wrong. Cheating on Demi Moore with a 21-year-old you met in a bowling alley is just downright impossible to understand. In the beginning days of their relationship, it seemed Moore and Kutcher couldn't be more in love.
Ladies and gentlemen, Demi Moore!
But according to Moore's memoir, that eventually changed. She said Kutcher became distant as the years went by and started lying to her about his whereabouts.
You got a Google alert?
Yes.
She called him. What did you say to him?
I asked if it was true.
This behavior eventually led to the aforementioned bowling alley tryst, leaving Moore and us heartbroken. The couple's divorce was made official in 2013.
So she put out the statement, and it wasn't a joint statement. It was, I have decided to leave the marriage.
Number 8, Jesse James and Sandra Bullock. Jesse James and Sandra Bullock were an unexpected match. She was a wholesome romantic comedy queen. He was a tatted-up TV mechanic.
They seemed like an odd couple. Sandra Bullock, Miss Congeniality herself.
Never thought anything like this would ever happen to me.
Dating Jesse James, then host of Monster Garage.
But when the pair tied the knot in 2005, it's fair to say many were surprised. But they looked happy, and isn't that all that matters? Alas, they weren't as happy as they appeared.
Who is the reported tattoo-covered other woman?
Actress Sandra Bullock's devastating heartbreak.
How could Jesse James have possibly cheated on America's sweetheart?
In 2010, James was accused of cheating on the While You Were Sleeping star with multiple women and apologized publicly. The strain of the scandal may have caused Bullock to cancel some stops on her press tour for The Blind Side, and she subsequently filed for divorce.
It's terrible, and she's gonna be hurt for a long time, you know.
Number 7. Gerard Piqué and Shakira. For so many years, Shakira and Gerard Piqué seemed like the perfect couple.
She once told Latina magazine how they had always been on the same page, saying, "We want the same things, we like the same things, we hate the same things."
In fact, they've even been included on Forbes' list of the world's most powerful couples in the past.
This time for Africa.
But in 2022, the singer and soccer player released a joint statement that they would be going their separate ways. Rumors quickly started to fly, and speculation that Piqué's infidelity was the reason for the split ran rampant.
"I'm still going through it, and because I'm in the public eye, and because our separation is not like a regular separation, and so it's been tough not only for me, but also for my kids."
It's been alleged that his partying led to an affair and that Shakira had enough. Number 6. Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian. No one deserves to go through the mess that Tristan Thompson has wrought on Khloe Kardashian. Unfortunately, Kardashian hasn't had great luck with cheaters. Her ex-husband Lamar Odom was also unfaithful.
"I lied to everyone because I had to lie and say I was with my husband when in fact my husband was missing with another girl, okay?"
But Thompson's indiscretions are on another level. His initial cheating scandal came to light as Kardashian was preparing to give birth to their first child.
No one had the courage to tell Khloe because we knew she was days away from giving birth. We didn't want to stress her out, but we knew that it was the right thing to do. So I'm the one that told Khloe.
Though that was the first incident, it sadly was not the last. There was the Jordyn Woods saga, which generated a lot of press and drama within the family.
I mean, it's only been 2 days. So right now, I'm just coming to terms with everything. And it's really hard when you have to deal with something so publicly, and it's like everyone comments and has opinions and this and that.
He also fathered a child with a woman named Marilee Nichols while in a relationship with Kardashian. Number 5. Robert Lang and Shania Twain. For a while, it seemed like Shania Twain and Robert Lang had mastered the art of having both a personal and professional relationship, which is no small feat.
So, he just calls you. I still can't get over that. He just called you to say, hey, I know I made a bunch of AC/DC records, but I've also loved country music, and I wanted, what a phone call to get.
Well, we have to back up because I didn't know who he was at the time.
Lang has written with and produced songs for Twain, and the two got married in 1993. But more than a decade later, the unthinkable happened.
I mean, it was written about all over the tabloids, so it was that was humiliating at that moment for me.
They announced that they would be separating in 2008. Fans were surprised that such a long-lasting relationship could end so suddenly, but then it all became clear. It turns out that Lang was cheating on Twain with her close friend, Marianne Thiebaud.
And I don't talk about the details of the actual affair. That, as much as it might be interesting to people, I thought, well, it's not important. What's important is that I'm sharing the effect that it had on me.
Number 4, Jay-Z and Beyonce. It appears this story has roots in 2014, when a video that captured Solange Knowles, Beyoncé's sister, kicking Jay-Z in an elevator the night of the Met Gala became public. Rumors flew online about what the two could possibly be fighting about. In 2016, Queen Bee released Lemonade, and the visual album contained clear allusions to Jay-Z's infidelity.
He only want me when I'm not there. You better call Becky with the good hair.
It's still unclear what exactly was going on in that elevator, but the vocalist's songs made it pretty obvious that her husband had strayed from their marriage.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult to hear, it's difficult to say, it's difficult to, to listen to that sort of pain. And you just have to be strong enough. You have to be strong enough to go through that, because on the other side is beautiful, in our case.
The couple has stayed together, but the phrase Becky with the good hair will live on for a while. Number 3, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver. Sometimes cheating results in a secret love child. Maria Shriver and Arnold Schwarzenegger married in 1986. But in 2011, 25 years of apparent bliss ended in a second.
It's just, I think, too scared about losing everything, losing her, losing the family.
In a shocking turn of events, it was revealed that he was the father of a baby he had with another woman about 14 years before the relationship ended.
He was born about a week after Christopher Schwarzenegger, Schwarzenegger's youngest child, with Maria Shriver. And that means that both the housekeeper, Patty Baina, and Maria Shriver were pregnant at the same time in that Brentwood mansion.
To make matters worse, the woman in question, Mildred Baena, worked for the couple. Schwarzenegger claimed that he had told Shriver about the child, but only after she had already figured it out for herself and questioned him. Number 2, Hugh Grant and Elizabeth Hurley. It seems these two are still on good terms. Hugh Grant and Elizabeth Hurley began dating in 1987, quickly becoming one of the hottest Hollywood couples on the block.
Hugh Grant and Elizabeth Hurley instantly became one of the world's hottest and most photographed couples.
Grant is known for his sweet, bumbling on-screen persona. So everyone was shocked in 1995 when he was caught in a compromising situation while he and Hurley were still linked.
To this day, people talk about the way you handled that situation, which was apologizing and not making excuses, which has become strangely admirable in retrospect.
She stuck by him during the whole thing, and the couple didn't break up until 2000, 5 years after the incident. Though things didn't work out romantically, she did later ask him to be the godfather of her child. There's obviously still some love there.
She's still my best friend. I mean, you know, the sex bit probably fizzled out, but now she's my absolute best friend, number one person I call when I'm in a crisis.
Number 1, Tiger Woods and Elin Nordegren. Perhaps one of the most jaw-dropping scandals in recent history, we definitely never saw this one coming.
How did things get so out of control?
Going against your core values, losing sight of it. I quit meditating, I quit being a Buddhist, and my life changed upside down.
Tiger Woods married Swedish model Elin Nordegren in 2004, and by all appearances, they had a beautiful and happy marriage together. But in 2009, a little news item about a possible affair on Woods' part changed everything. A few days later, he got in a major car accident that unleashed oodles of media speculation upon the couple.
After Tiger's sex scandal was exposed last November in the wake of his late-night car accident seen in these photos obtained by TMZ, the couple's prenup was reportedly renegotiated.
Over the next couple of weeks, many women came out of the woodwork, claiming to have been involved with him. It turns out Woods was having multiple affairs, leading to his and Nordegren's divorce in 2010.
They dissolved their marriage of nearly 6 years on Monday, ending 9 months of speculation and rumor.
Which of these celebrity cheating scandals shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments.
In order to help other people, you have to first learn how to help yourself.